guys, it's Way here and welcome to a Siri FUT Draft. Now, if you do have an iPhone, many of you will know that you can use Siri simply by holding down this button right here, and Siri will ask you something, and now Siri's going to look something up because that's apparently what Siri thought I just said. So yeah, anyway, we are going to be doing the FUT Draft, and what we are going to be doing is doing the FUT Draft as always, but with each player, I'm going to have to ask Siri for a number between 1 and 6. Now, if it's a number from 1 to 5, I pick the player that corresponds to that number. So player number 1 would obviously correspond to number 1 on the phone. But if it's number 6, I can actually pick that player myself. I am going to pick the formation and the captain myself. But other than that, all the choices are going to be made by Siri. We are going to ask Siri to pick a random number between 1 and 6. And we do have some cool new legends. We've got Mateus, Best, Van der Sar, some other cool players. So yeah, we're going to be trying to get maybe a 170. That would probably be a decent draft really from this because it is going to be pretty hard. It's just going to be giving us random players. We are going to enter with coins right now. The formation I'm going to pick myself, and I'm going to take, actually I don't really know whether I want to build a team to try and get 6 players, which would be this formation here, or whether I want to pick a team to actually win the draft, which would be this formation here. Now I'm going to be playing the draft, so I'm going to pick this one right here. Don't know if I'll bring you guys the gameplay, but yeah, we'll take that formation right there. And now the captain I'm going to pick myself as well. And we get, I mean, I would normally not take Messi. Normally I would probably take Bale or Alves, but since I'm not really going to have another chance of picking a player myself, unless I do land on number 6, I'm going to take the hero Messi. I know it's not the best one, and now I'm going to go for the striker, and I'm going to ask Siri which player we're going to be taking. Now we've got Benzema and Jackson Martinez, who would be very, very good to get right there. So I'm just going to log on to my phone right now, and I'm going to ask Siri, please pick a number between 1 and 6.
I'm sorry.
Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 6.
Well, the answer is 6, as you can see there, which means we're going to be able to add any player that we want. Now that player is going to be Karim Benzema, so we'll take him. Now we need a left winger. I'm really hoping for Ronaldo. This could actually be a sick draft if we do get Ronaldo. So again, we're going to ask Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 5.
The answer this time is 5, so we're going to press that and see what player is number 5. It is, oh my god, we could have had Ronaldo, but we have Insigne instead. So we're going to put Insigne in the team. I mean, that would have been a perfect strike force if we did have Ronaldo, but now we're going to go for the centre mid. And we get no one I really want. I mean, Tassone maybe. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
It's 4.
The answer is 4, and that is Sahin. He is not very good, but he's going to be in the team. Next centre mid, who do we get? We get, again, it's not going to be anyone good. I mean, Thiago would be decent. Romelu, a couple of Serie A players could maybe link to Insigne. So we'll ask Siri again. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 2.
So we get 2, and that is Costa, who is actually going to link to both Messi and also Insigne, so we swap them around. That gets us a bit of chemistry. Now CDM position might be someone decent. It is someone potentially decent. I mean, San Jose, he could work. I mean, he's not very good, but he would work. Mehmet Topal's a very good player on the bench. Basically anyone other than Kallstrom or Pereira I would take. So let's see who we get. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 3.
The answer is 3, and that is Diarra. Who is not a bad player. I mean, he is a decent player. He would get a link to Benzema as well if we move him up to here, and that would get us +1 chemistry, so we can do that. That might work a bit. So we now go into the right back position. Mario Gaspar is the only one I really want right there. So who do we get? Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
It's 3.
So the answer is 3, and that is going to be Cedric, so he's not going to be helping the team out at all. Centre back position, we get, I mean, Javi Martinez is decent. Abdenor's decent as well. If we look at the team, then no one really fits. I mean, Olsen is the only one who fits, and I don't want to use him. So let's see who we get. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
1.
So we get 1, and that is the person I'd least like to use, and that is Dames. He plays for KVC Westerlo. I mean, no one is going to link to him, but we've got 2 hero cards, I suppose. So let's go on to the centre back position right here. We get Piqué and Mathieu and Cahill, so all of them I would take really. Also Perrin would get a link to Diarra. So basically anyone other than Luizao. I mean, if we get number 4, that would not be very good. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
That would be 5.
Okay, oh my god. do we get... No, we don't. I thought we got Lewis out, but we get Matthew. Actually, Matthew is very good because he's going to link to Diarra and also to any League of BBVA players we get. So that is probably the best one we could have got right there. So who do we get in the left back position? Well, we get a position change Caceres. Didn't know that was a thing. Aspilicueta could always link to maybe another Premier League centre-back if we get one. Caceres would probably be the best option. I mean, he linked to Costa. Not get the best of chemistry, but we're looking at kind of a BBVA kind of Serie A hybrid. Potentially, we could maybe get some French players in, because we've got some French players already. Like a Pogba would be very, very good. But let's see who we're going to get. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 6.
So the answer is 6 for the second time right now. So I'm going to be going with Caceres right there. And that's probably the best player that I could have gone for, really. I mean, he is the player that I picked, and I could pick anyone. So we've gone with him. I'm going to leave the goalkeeper position out because if it does land on a 6, I want to be able to kind of know who to go with. And so far, I don't know what the defense is really going to be. But we're going to start on the bench right here with the reserves. And we get Dybala would be good. Bale could play as a left winger, which would also be good. And then that's probably it. So we're looking at Bale or Dybala. So a 6 would be very good, but I take a 1 or a 5. We've not had a 1 either, so it could maybe be a 1 and we could get Bale. But I don't really mind. I mean, Dybala is very good. I've used his normal card, not his inform though. So I wouldn't mind actually getting Dybala to try him out. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 5.
So we have got player number 5, and that is going to be Dybala, which is great to be able to add him into the team, because I think, actually, that is perfect. That is perfect. He gets a link to Costa, getting him on full chem, I think. He gets on full chem, he gets Insigne on full chem, and he gets Messi a link. So that's probably the best player by far we could have gone with right there. That is very lucky. Now moving on to the next place on the bench. Oh my god, we just got Team of the Year Neymar. He is like the best and rarest Team of the Year to get. So, can we get him in the draft? I mean, Candreva would also be decent. That is probably it, really. So, Neymar or Candreva. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 6.
Now, the answer is 6, which is very lucky. I'm going to take Neymar as a super sub. I mean, I doubt he's going to really get into the team. Now we have got this kind of Serie A bit on the side, so he'd be a great super sub though, because he is one of the best players on the game. Obviously, he is a 97 rated card. Oh my god, we just get Ronaldo, striker Lewandowski hero card, inform De Bruyne, and Paulo Futre. Now I will take anyone. Paulo Futre I could play on the wing, maybe off chemistry as a right winger to get some chemistry to the centre mids. So I'd say Paulo Futre, Ronaldo, De Bruyne, basically anyone other than Hulk, but even Hulk is a good player, so I don't really mind. But let's see who we are going to get. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
2.
Okay, so we get player number 2, and that is the one that I was hovering over. I mean, I don't really want Futre. I'd have preferred probably Ronaldo, De Bruyne, or Lewandowski as a super sub, but I will take Futre. He can go here. It doesn't change the chemistry that much. It's a small improvement over Insigne. I mean, Paulo Futre isn't one of the best legends. There are quite a few others that would have been good. I mean, a George Best or someone would be pretty sick. But who do we get next on the bench? We get Ronaldo, another shot at him. We also get Vidic, who would be decent. We get Di Maria, who would be a good kind of super sub. And actually, Di Maria would link to Diarra and also to Dybala. So basically, Vidic, Ronaldo, or Di Maria really here would be a good player. So let's see who we're going to get. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
It's 5.
So we get player number 5. Now that is Di Maria. I'd have preferred Ronaldo, but I will take Di Maria. I mean, he's not as good as Messi, but he does get us an extra 3 chemistry, so it's not too bad. And we do have a decent reserves bench. So here we get Adjuris, wouldn't really work. We get Ibora, who wouldn't really work. We get Sanchez, who wouldn't really work. So I don't really mind who we get here. Sanchez would probably be best just as a super sub, really. Adjuris maybe as well. So let's see who we get. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
3.
We get player number 3, and that is Ibora. So he's not going to be very good, but he could potentially get into the team if we do get some more BBVA players. We get Bruno there. We also have Evra, who can maybe play as a centre-back, and we have Consigli, who would work. Bosma will get a link to Diarra as well. So basically anyone other than Ignashevich would be good in the team. So let's see who we get. And the player we get is going to be... Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
It's 5.
The answer is 5, and that is Consigli. Now, we don't actually have any centre-backs he'd linked to yet, but we could potentially in these centre-back positions down here. So let's see who we get next. Is going to be the player Royce. Inform Royce would be decent. Candreva would be good. Sanchez could be decent. Yeah, Royce, Sanchez, or Candreva really is what we're looking for. So 2, 3, or 5. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
It's 3.
So we get player number 3, which is Sanchez. Now that is decent. I'd have preferred Royce, but I will take Sanchez. That is still a very, very good player right there. This is going to be someone good. We get Team of the Year Modric, our second Team of the Year of the draft, and also Pogba. Basically anyone other than De Bruyne. If we look at the team, we've got Benzema, Neymar, Messi. So Modric would be insane. We get Pjanic, who would be great as well for chemistry. Pogba would be probably... I'd say Pogba's probably the best player right here to get, because he would get a link to Mathieu, he'd get a link to Caceres, he'd get a link to Dybala, he'd get a link to Diarra. He'd just be amazing. Also to Benzema. So Pogba's definitely the one I want. Marquisio would be decent too. De Bruyne would be a good super sub. But yeah, probably Pogba's the one that I want the most. Marquisio would be good, and possibly Modric, even though he's not really likely to link into the team. So let's see who we get. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
6.
Now we get number 6 for, I think, the 3rd time in this video, which is quite lucky. And now Pogba would link very, very well, but I'm just thinking really, for a video being picked not by me but by Siri, I think 2 Team of the Years and a legend in one FUT Draft picked by, not by me but by Siri, would be very, very cool. So I think I'm going to go with Modric. I did originally say Pogba, and Pogba's probably the best option for chemistry, but I just want more Team of the Years. And even if he's not going to get on in the team, I'll just put him on the bench. I'm going to take Luka Modric's Team of the Year card. So who do we get right now? I think this is going to be another midfielder, so let's see who we get. We get Salah. Salah would be good. I mean, he'd link to... Actually, Salah wouldn't be that good. He'd only link to one player. Vitolo, meh. Vitolo could be alright. San Jose would be decent, so I don't really mind too much. I mean, San Jose possibly for chemistry, but it doesn't matter too much. So let's see who we are going to get right now. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
4.
We get player number 4, who is San Jose right there, which is pretty good. He doesn't look very good, but I mean, we've got Iborra already. We have got quite a few BBVA players, so we can maybe incorporate him into the team. So who do we get in the first centre-back position? These players are sick. Koulibaly would be great because he'd link to Mathieu. Felipe Luis would be decent. Kurzawa, not very good. Van der Velde could actually link to Di Maria and also Diarra. So anyone here I will take. I will take anyone right here. So let's see who we get. We get... Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
The answer is 3.
We get number 3, and that is Kurzawa, who is probably the worst option there, because he is not going to link... Well, actually, he will get one link there, but that is all. I mean, Van der Velde would have probably been the best. I'm not too sure, but I will take him. He does get slightly more chemistry. So who do we get in the next defender position? Paletta, or Gaia, really. Paletta would be the best, I think, because he'd get a link. No, actually, he wouldn't even get a link. So Bellerin maybe just as a super sub. I mean, chemistry, I don't know if chemistry is that important, and we will kind of find out in this draft right here. So we're going to probably hopefully get Paoletta or Gaia, or even Kabul actually would get a link. So I don't really mind as long as we don't get mass. Let's see who we do get right now. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
It's 4.
We get 4, and that is Kabul. Now, he's in the Premier League, and we don't have any other Premier League players, really, other than Sanchez. So, actually, we have Cedric. So, that's actually not bad. I mean, if we get a French goalkeeper, that could be quite good. We've got 2 goalkeeper positions. So, let's start with the one right here. We get I mean, they're silver, but Pele right here would work. Carrizo could potentially work. That's decent. We actually have 2 goalkeepers from the same club as well, which is quite cool. But we're going to try and get Pele. If we could get him, that would be great. But let's see who we are going to get right now. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
3.
We get 3. Now that is Carrizo, who I don't actually think links to anyone. He could get a link maybe to Caceres. He doesn't link to anyone right now, but we could maybe sort it out so he does fit. We actually already have a Serie A keeper, so that is a bit pointless. But final option, no one is going to work here, are they? Actually, Valdez will get a weak link. So Valdez is the only kind of other option. So hopefully we're going to get Valdez. But let's see. Actually, Iriazos will be decent because we have Matthew. So I don't mind. Iriazos or Valdez, either one of them I will take. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
That would be 3.
We get 3. And now that is Valdez, which is pretty cool. Because he's going to link into the team right now. I think. He's going to get 1 link to Kabul. That gets us 78 chemistry, which is actually a lot more than I expected to get. So I'm just going to mix the team about a bit, see if I can get maybe a bit more chemistry, and yeah, I'll be back once I've done that. So this is the finished team I've managed to get. We've got 88 chemistry, which is actually really good, and an 87 rating. We've got Team of the Year Neymar in the left wing position, Team of the Year Modric at centre mid. We've got 95 Hero Messi, 87 Benzema. We've got Legend Futre. We've got San Jose. We've got Kazawa, Matthew, Kabul, Cedric, Valdez, and then on the bench we do have Dybala, Di Maria. Both of them are pretty good super subs. We've got Caceres, who can maybe play as a centre back if Kabul is not too good. We've got Diarra, who can maybe start ahead of San Jose, or come on as a super sub rather. We then have Insigne, Sanchez, Ibora, who actually looks quite good. He's 6'5", so he could be a good defensive midfielder. But anyway, this is going to be the team. I'm just going to pick a captain to hopefully improve the chemistry. So, what do we get? That gets us plus nothing. That gets us plus 2. That gets us plus nothing. That gets us plus 2. That gets us plus 2. So I think I'll take this guy here because he links to the most people. So that gets us 90 chemistry, which is not bad at all. I mean, what do we get overall? We get a 177 rated draft, which is actually really good. We get 2 Team of the Year players, our best ones there. We actually have a decent draft. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Yeah.